Welcome to the DSBS podcast with Dallas and Shoni, where we're similar enough to stay married, but different enough to keep it interesting. I'm Shoni.
I'm Dallas.
And this is our very first podcast.
Yay!
Yay!
Official #1 episode.
I know. We're just doing it.
Good, bad, or ugly. We'll look back and sure in years and cringe, but you got to start.
So, little background. Dallas and I met in 1991, dated a couple of years, got married in 93, had our
kids.
First baby a couple years later. Yep, had a second. Now they're old like us. Grown and married. We have 3 grandkids. Did you ever think we'd make it to 3 grandkids?
I hoped, but wow. Yeah.
So next month will be our 32 wedding anniversary. And we did have our vow renewal 2 years ago on our 30th, which was really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was nice. So we were driving just down the road. Mm-hmm. And I had just emceed an event. And I said, gosh, I really want to do a podcast. I've wanted to do a podcast forever. And I just need to buckle down and do a podcast. And what was your response?
I started out by saying, I think that'd be great because you'll get a lot of exposure, stuff like that. And then we started kicking around a few ideas. And I said, we should do a podcast together.
And I laughed.
Yeah. And I was kind of half joking too.
I didn't believe you.
And then...
That is for sure something I never expected to hear coming out of your mouth.
For the 1 or 2 people that'll watch this, they have to realize that I don't like the way I look, especially on camera. And I don't care for how I sound on a mic, on a recording. So this is me saying, let's roll with it.
It's out of your comfort zone.
Yep.
Here's the thing. Nobody likes what they see on camera. And I have yet to hear anybody say, I love the way I sound.
But you've got a background in radio and you
have
a radio voice.
Well, but that doesn't mean you love the way you sound.
Yeah.
And it takes some getting used to. But if you think about it, anybody who hears their own voice on video or, back in the camcorder days, is that really what I sound like? That's what people would say.
Yeah.
So we're driving down the road and we were headed to see our daughter who lives about 7 hours from where we live. Mm-hmm. And we just started going down this little rabbit hole of how fun would it be to do a podcast together. Once you said you were serious, you would do a podcast with me and you thought it was a good idea, I was ready to go. Like I was looking up podcast equipment.
Absolutely.
On Amazon.
Yeah.
So we're grassrooting. Is that even a thing? Grassrooting? This is all grassroots. We're just doing it for fun because we thought it would be. And with grandkids 7 hours away, maybe this would be a way that they can someday look back and be like, oh, my grandparents are weird.
I was going to say awesome, badass, but okay.
Might go with weird. I'll have to ask them.
Yeah.
See what they think. So, okay. Well, we are going to preface this podcast with a couple things. So we are thinking, and this could change, but we are thinking 2 podcasts a week, one where you bring a topic to the table and one where I bring a topic to the table and we just BS about it.
Yep.
And then maybe another one throughout the week that's just kind of a rapid fire hot seat type. And then we'll go from there when we have other ideas.
Absolutely.
And you've decided that you're always going to wear that shirt.
This hoodie will be my shirt.
That's it. You have to have a thing, and the cowboy hat wasn't working with the headphones.
The cowboy hat and the other hats will make appearances.
Okay.
But the main thing was, going back to not liking how you look on camera, I thought, well, a hoodie covers a lot. Makes me feel a little better about myself.
Okay.
And the main thing was, I saw you take 40 minutes to decide what top am I going to wear for this podcast.
Now that's BS.
And I thought...
That's BS. You know that's not true.
I thought, for those of you old enough to remember, I'm going to go Mr. Rogers. Nobody remembers what shirt he wore every day. But he came in, took his jacket off, zipped up his little sweater. That's what people remember. So I'll have my little hoodie on from Maui, and we'll be good to go.
We bought that hoodie like 5 days before the big fires
In
in
Lahaina.
in 2023. 2023.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
Because we just done our vow renewal.
So actually, it's kind of a cool hoodie for you to wear because it symbolizes our 30th vow renewal in Hawaii and in Maui.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like it. But I do want to clarify the BS that it didn't take me 40 minutes because I just went and changed shirts and just said, this is what I'm going to wear. And it was blue and it matched what you had.
Right. So that's currently the outfit you've chosen to wear, but not the original one.
But that's not your original one either.
But this will be me from now on.
Oh, I really don't? Okay.
All right.
I'm not going to have it's just going to be whatever.
Your little kitsch will be your beauty.
Oh, look.
Yeah.
You're already kissing up. That's BS. Show them who you really are.
No, not yet.
All right, let's get into the topic, the BS topic of today. Your turn. You wanted to pick it. So what are we going to talk about?
Well, we've kicked around a few little catchphrases, and basically it's, what's the BS of today? Is that right?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So the BS of today is getting old. It is BS.
It is BS.
Even though we don't act old, sometimes we feel old.
I act old. I feel old too.
So,
But do you know, I read these, all the Instagram little sayings that say, this is the youngest you're going to be for the rest of your life.
yeah.
When you look back 10 years from now, you'll wish that you were this age.
Yeah, absolutely. And I read that quote I told you the other day that said, there is somebody in a hospital somewhere wishing that they had your health in your life. And so I'm just trying to take that on. We had a hard week with the weather and some of our issues and stuff like that. And
so you're being nice. Let's go ahead and share with our 2 viewers that if you don't already...
That's if both kids watch.
That's if both kids watch. If you don't already know, I have Hashimoto's, an autoimmune disease. So sometimes when the weather kicks up and we have storms come in, or if I eat the wrong food, I can get really sick. So this week did kind of... Mm-hmm. And I'd been feeling a lot better recently. So it was kind of like a gut check maybe that I should be more grateful for the days that are good. Like today feels great.
Well, and I wasn't even just trying to single you out because working last week and finishing up one career and moving into some others, I was sore and old and, you used to just tuck and roll when you'd fall down or hurt something, and now you bounce.
There's no tuck and rolling.
No, you make sure that nothing's broken.
Yeah, I played basketball with my grandson on his birthday 2 months ago and dislocated my pinky finger, and we weren't really even playing basketball. We were shooting the ball into the hoop.
Yeah, and he passed it. You were holding one grandson.
Yeah, and I just went to block it from his face, which I did, but yeah. So, I mean, those are the things. I don't know if that's a getting old thing or not, but yeah.
Yeah.
I will say it's better than the alternative.
Absolutely.
So, I guess I'll take it.
Yeah. All the supplements or the pills or
Let's talk about the supplements.
Watching this or that.
That is absolute BS, right? I mean, let's talk about the supplements. Magnesium, selenium, vitamin D, DHEA, vitamin K, collagen. And then I have all the women, because I do the hormones. I am through menopause. You're so lucky.
We're still married.
So I have all the hormone stuff that I have to take too. And then I have a couple Hashimoto things I have to take. I mean, I feel like a walking pharmacy.
Well, and not to steal your thunder, but I do take a multivitamin every day myself.
That's the BS I'm talking about. Why do women... I never hear about guys taking as many supplements as women do. I wonder what's up with that. And you never have.
No.
You've never been... I mean, you taking a multivitamin now is kind of like... Ooh,
Yeah.
it's a big deal.
Human body's made to heal itself. I don't need this crap, but
Rub some dirt on it.
yep.
Yeah, so getting old, it feels like it's a lot of BS. But I will say, there's also some beauty to it.
Mm-hmm.
What's different now that you appreciate being older? I mean, we don't love how hurt we get easily, and we don't love that we lost our strength, and we don't love that we have to take supplements and we have to get up in the middle of the night to use the restroom, and we don't love how much we sleep and nap. But what do you love?
I love just the way the world's gone right now as far as I mean, let's be real, most of America is overweight or obese. I'm 6 foot, 195 to 200 pounds. I've lost like 20, 25 pounds, but still a little round in the midsection. But I think we've kind of gone to this, maybe the body still hurts a little bit or maybe not as much. But if you look back at the 70s and 80s actors, I just saw the one where Wilford Brimley in Cocoon, he was like 49 when he shot that. You'd think he was 80 years old. And I know,
He kind of looks the same for 40 years.
Yeah, and and so I just think, Archie Bunker and Fred Sanford, all those were younger than we are now, but we're older. And so,
But you mean they looked older and they were younger than us?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
And so I think if you really want to pay attention and focus on your health and what you can control, there's opportunities. We had our kids young. Our daughters had her kids relatively young. And so we always, we became grandparents. I was 42. You were
41.
Yeah. And so we were like the young, hip grandparents. And
now we're old.
We're old.
Grandparents.
But I would take this body over some other friends or relatives that I have that are struggling with weight or medical conditions. So,
but let's think about it, because it is true that even celebrities, like you brought up, like celebrities, the women in their 50s and 60s look so different in today's day and age than the 50 and 60-year-olds did, when we were younger.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's just generational, or is it because we're older that we're saying that, and the younger kids are thinking, no, you're just old. You look old. You are old.
Yeah. Maybe we're accepting of it more because we're at that age.
Maybe when our kids get this age, they'll be like, when our parents were 50, they looked old.
Yeah.
And they won't feel different. I don't know.
I think there's also, whether you agree with it or not, there's kind of this thing, stereotype kind of way that, like, dress your age.
Yeah, that's gone away.
Yeah. And I think as long as it's respectful to you and a few others around you, you should be able to wear what you want. And so I think, back in that day, it's like everybody's grandma had those stretchy, like rayon
Polyester pants. Yeah.
Grandpa's had suspenders and stuff like that. And
your grandpa wore suspenders until he passed away.
Yeah. And so it's like, I'm still wearing the same Wrangler type jeans that I wore when I was 20, the same type of shirts, and I don't look quite the same as I did back in the day in them. But so I think it's kind of a state of mind too. And I think it's kind of what you went on. You had a couple rough days this week, and it used to be, I hate feeling like this, and you kind of turned it into a positive thing, and like, I'm so thankful that I don't feel like this all the time anymore.
Yeah, because for a while when I first was diagnosed, it was
there's a couple of years that was
time.
Rough. Yeah.
Yeah, the first 2 years were hard.
And so now you used to have 1 or 2 good days a month, and now it's like, oh yeah, it's been a couple months since I felt like this. So you've kind of shifted that to an appreciation instead of being mad or frustrated with it. So I think you're a big believer in the universe and what you think about bring about, and positivity and gratitude, and so I think it's played a big part in your your journey.
Yeah. Well, I think what I appreciate most about age is I'm going to swear. Should I be the first person to swear?
I don't give a damn.
Okay, good. You did.
What the hell you want?
Well, it's like you don't give two shits, right?
Right.
Like what used to really worry me, or I was worried about being judged for, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
I guess I'm more confident, a lot more confident in myself.
Comfortable in your own skin and body.
Just yeah, don't hit the microphone.
Hey,
in the podcast.
We're just average, everyday people out there killing it. If I bump a microphone, oh well.
I'm going to judge you for that.
That's probably the least judgmental thing you've judged me on all day, so that's great.
I'm not judging you all day. That's not fair.
It is. Go ahead. I just got to adjust.
What are we doing here? Oh, you're not comfortable where you're sitting, I see. Okay.
Just trying to sit up straight and proper is just not
yeah,
for me.
we got to be more comfortable. We got to figure out how to be more comfortable in this podcast. But
yeah.
We're not going to do hour-long podcasts. We don't have that much to say. We're just gonna shoot the breeze and
might be 20 minutes, might be 40 minutes.
Yeah. I think this was a pretty good first podcast.
Yeah.
We're similar enough to stay married.
Different enough to drive
make
her
it
crazy.
Interesting. So we have to talk about where we're different in our age, because we talked about similarities. So where are we different?
You and I with each other, or just overall?
What do you think is different between us in age? Excuse me.
I don't know. Clarify your question.
Well, we talked about.
I mean,
we agree that getting old is BS.
Yeah.
Getting old is BS. It sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, it's better than the alternative. We agree to that too.
Absolutely.
And there's some benefits to it, like not caring and the confidence and the experience that we have. Yeah. Our communication is way better with age. So that's a huge plus. But where are we different? Can you think of anything? Or is this just one of those we're similar?
If we were going to really have a difference is, I don't know if it's all women, but my wife is intelligent enough to realize that she's of the age that starts with a 5 and wants to do many things. You still run, walk, getting back into weights, stuff like that. And you're like, I'm going to do the best I can for this age. Me, and I don't know if it's all guys or if it's a stereotype or I'm just one of the few, but I'm dumb enough to think I'm still 19. And so
you can jump off hay bales.
And there are a lot of things I think I am thankful I can still do this at my age. And then there's times I do that and I'm like, oh, that didn't affect me at all. I come home, sit in my recliner, have a mellow yellow, go to get dinner 20 minutes later, and I can't move.
So it's the mindset. It's the admission of the body restraints that we have because of age that we're different. Okay.
My mind and heart have gotten me and my body in trouble a few times, thinking I can still do that, or I should do that.
Which is why I don't want you to get a dirt bike.
Well, I've had dirt bikes.
I know. When you were younger. A lot younger. I don't want you to get one.
What about horses?
It's for that very reason.
We've got horses?
Yeah, but our horses are... They're not performance horses.
Did I tuck and roll when Jam went down?
Tuck and roll. And I think that was instinct.
Yeah.
I think I would have broke my arm. So, I would have broke my arm, I think.
So sticking with the side-by-sides and the four-wheelers, no dirt bikes.
No dirt bikes.
Your suggestion.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
That's my suggestion.
Only one suggestion? Is that what we're going to limit each podcast to? Is the other gets to give one suggestion?
One suggestion. I like that. Let's add it. What's your suggestion for me? Do you have one? You don't have to.
I wouldn't say it's a suggestion. I would just like to recognize and point out your shift from why me, this stinks, to gratitude and truly living, even when it's all the good days or the bad, you really switched your focus to live with gratitude and helping others around you, even when it's detrimental to your own health. But you've really come into your own as far as the community and the service work and your outlook in life overall. So I'm proud of that.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a sweet thing to say. We'll end on that.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
So next time, we don't know what we're going to talk about.
That's up to you.
We're going to just roll with it the next little bit and see how this goes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
I love you.
Love you.
Thanks for staying married.
Thanks for having me. First one's